A warm welcome to all my students. Today we will study about Indian industry. In this chapter you will learn about meaning and importance of industry, localization of industries, major industrial regions in India, major industries in that, about iron and steel industry, aluminium, cotton textile, sugar, paper industry and knowledge based industry will be explained. Today we are going to learn about aluminium industry, cotton textile industry, sugar industry, paper industry and knowledge based industry. These are the topics we are going to discuss in today's session. In the previous session, we have learned about meaning and importance of industry, localization of industry, major industrial regions in India, and iron and steel industry we had learned in the previous session. Aluminium industry. Aluminium is the most important non-ferrous metal. It has a wide range of uses. It is used in manufacturing aeroplane, automobiles, railways, ships, household appliance, electrical cables and its foils are used as packing material for painting industry, etc. It is a good substitute for steel and copper. Aluminium is the most important non-ferrous metal. Non-ferrous means a metal which does not contain iron. Aluminium is used for many purposes. It is used for manufacturing aeroplanes, automobiles, railways, ships, household appliance, electrical cables, and it is also used for packing material, for painting industries, etc. And it is also a good substitute for steel and copper. The location of aluminium industry is mainly governed by availability of bauxite, which is the main raw material, supply of hydroelectricity power, wide market and capital. Most important things required for establishing our aluminium industries are, first one is the raw material. The main raw material for aluminium industry is bauxite. Next, hydroelectricity. Last one, wide market and capital. These are the three important things required for establishing a aluminium industry. First one, bauxite. Second one, supply of hydroelectricity. Last one, wide market and capital. Distribution. The aluminium industry is the second important metal-based industry in India. It was started in 1942 at J.K. Nagar in West Bengal. Now, there are 9 major aluminium plants in the country. They are at J.K. Nagar in West Bengal, Alampuram in Kerala, Mettur in Tamil Nadu, Belagavi in Karnataka, Hirakud, Daman-Jodi in Odisha, Renukut in Uttar Pradesh, Koraba in Chhattisgarh and Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. India has 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products. India imports aluminium to meet its local demands. The aluminium industry is the second important metal-based industry in India. It was first started in 1942 at JK Nagar in West Bengal, and there are 9 major plants in the country established in different parts of India: West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Maharashtra. And India stands 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium. India also imports aluminium to meet its local demands. Cotton textile industries. Cotton textile is the biggest and the most important branch of textile industry in India. It is the most important agro-based industry. Cotton cloth making was known to Indians since a long time, but it was confined to handlooms. The first modern cotton textile industry was started in 1854 when a cotton mill was set up at Mumbai. After that, the industry made a rapid progress and more mills were established. The biggest textile in India is cotton textile, and it is the most important textile industry. It is most important agro-based industry. Agro-based industry means a industry which use the raw material of agriculture. We call those industry as agro-based industry. Cotton textile uses cotton as a raw material, so we call it as agro-based industry. Cotton cloth making was known to India since a long time, and the first modern cotton textile was set up at Mumbai in the year 1854. Location of cotton textile industry is governed by supply of raw material. Raw material means cotton. Power, vast market, capital, skilled labor, and humid climate. Require for establishing a cotton textile are supply of raw cotton, power, vast market, capital, skilled labor, and humid climate. The things required for establishing a cotton textile are: the first one, raw cotton; second, power; third, capital; fourth, skilled labor. With that, vast market and humid climate are also required. Now, India ranks second in the world in respect of cotton fabric production, next to China. And also, India is the second largest exporters of cotton textile. India supplies to other countries. Mumbai is the most popular center for cotton textile industry. It is known as Cottonopolis of India and Manchester of India. Why is Mumbai called a Manchester of India? Most of the cotton mills are located in Manchester. Manchester is a place in London where you see plenty of cotton textile located in that place. So, in Mumbai, we have many cotton textiles. So, that's the reason why we call Mumbai as Manchester of India. Distribution. Cotton textile industry is widely distributed over more than 76 towns and cities of India. However, it is concentrated mainly in cotton growing states, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana. Maharashtra and Gujarat are the leading manufacturer of cotton textile. Cotton textile is widely distributed more than 76,000 cities in India. And cotton textiles are mainly concentrated where cotton growing states are located, like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana. And the leading manufacturer of cotton textile is Maharashtra and Gujarat. So these are the places where the cotton growing areas, and in these places mainly cotton textiles are located. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. In these states, cotton textiles are concentrated. Next, we will start learning about sugar industry. It is the second important agro-based industry in India, next only to cotton textile. The art of sugar making was known to Indians confined to preparing gur and kandasari. The modern sugar mills were started in the beginning of the 20th century. The second agro-based industry next to cotton textile is sugar industry. India had learnt art of making sugar from ancient time, and it also prepares gur and kandasari. The modern sugar mills were started in the beginning of 20th century. Supply of sugarcane, cheap and efficient transport facility, government encouragement, market and capital are the main factors for the location of sugar industries. For establishing a sugar industry, we require supply of sugarcane, transport facility. Government also had encouraged sugar industry, market and capital. These are the main factors required for establishing a sugar industry. Sugar industry is mainly concentrated in sugar growing areas. So we will start about distribution. Sugar industry is concentrated in sugar growing area. Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Bihar and Odisha. India is the second largest producer of sugar in the world, next only to Brazil. The sugar industries are mainly concentrated in sugar growing area. In Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Bihar and Odisha. India stands second in producing sugar in the world. First Brazil, second India. Now we will learn about paper industry. Okay, we'll be learning about paper industry. Paper is an indispensable and useful product. Indispensable means very important, unnecessary one. Paper is an indispensable and useful product. It is used for many purposes such as writing, wrapping, packing, printing. Education and literacy level in a country are measured by the consumption of paper in the country. So the education and literacy level are estimated through the consumption of paper. Education and literacy level in a country are measured by the consumption of paper in that country. By seeing these two levels, we understand the education and literacy level. So, consumption of paper help us to estimate the level of education and literacy level. The art of making paper was introduced in India during 10th century. It was a cottage industry. The art of paper making was introduced in India during 10th century. It was a cottage industry. So India learned art of making paper in the 10th century. The first modern paper mill was set up in 1932 at Srirampur in West Bengal. But it was a failure. The real started was made in 1870 at Bali near Kolkata. So remember, the first modern paper mill was set up in 1932 at Srirampur in West Bengal. As it was a failure, it was really started in 1870 near Calcutta. You can call it Kolkata also. Paper industry is a forest-based industry. The raw material used in the industry are soft wood like bamboo and cellulosic pulp, grasses like sabai. Due to lack of forest-based raw material, straw of paddy, wheat, bagasse, cotton lints, rags, etc. are being used as raw materials. As there is a lack of forest-based raw material, the other materials are used in paper industry like straw of paddy, wheat, bagasse, cotton lints, rags, etc. Beside plenty of water, vast market, supply of cheap labor, transport facilities, power and some chemicals are the other factor of location of this industry. For establishing a paper industry, we require plenty of water, a vast market, supply of cheap labor, transport facilities, power and some chemicals are required. So these are the few raw material used for paper industries. The grass, sabai grass, bamboo, pulp, bagasse, the waste of sugarcane, cotton lints, sabai grass, bamboo, pulp, bagasse, cotton lints. Distribution. Earlier, paper industry of India was developed in the Hooghly Basin of West Bengal. Now it is highly concentrated in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. In beginning, paper industry was mainly concentrated in Hooghly Basin of West Bengal. Now it has been developed in different parts of India, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha. In India, the present production of paper is not sufficient to meet its local requirement, so it has to be met by import. As we have a shortage of production of paper in our country, we import from other countries. So now we will start with knowledge-based industry. The term knowledge-based industries usually refer to those industries which are relatively intensive in their inputs of technology and human knowledge. They require intellectual capabilities rather than physical inputs and raw materials. The development of knowledge-based industry has become a powerful tool of socio-economic change. India has the potential to become a leading knowledge-based industry with its young population and growing information technology. So at present, it is very rapidly developing industry in the country. Knowledge-based industry usually refer to those industries which are relatively intensive in their inputs of technology and human knowledge. They require intellectual capability rather than any physical inputs and raw material. The development of knowledge-based industry has become a powerful tool of socio-economic change. India has the potential to become a leading knowledge-based industry with its young population and growing information technology. Information technology is a key knowledge-based industry. Its main components are software and hardware. Software industry is supported by both state and central government of India. To encouraging the industry, many software technology parks were established in 1995 in different parts of the country. Industry is mainly developed in southern states such as Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. Karnataka has achieved a great name in software industry. IT means information technology is a key knowledge-based industry. Its main components are two, software and hardware. Two main components of IT companies are software and hardware. The software industry is supported by both state as well as the central government. To encourage the industry, many software technology parks were established in 1995. Industries are mainly developed in South India like Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka. Karnataka has achieved a great name in software industry. Several information technology institutions has been established and concentrated. Bengaluru, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Delhi and Noida. Bangalore is the most important center for Indian software industry. It is called Silicon Valley of India. Bengaluru or Bangalore is the most important center for Indian software industry. It is called Silicon Valley of India. Bengaluru is also known as Silicon Valley of India. The main reason is important for Indian software industry, and also established in different parts of Karnataka. Mysore, Mangalore, Udupi and Hubballi are other centers for software in Karnataka. Software has become an important item of export in India and earns a large amount of foreign exchange for the country. Information Technology Institution are set up in different parts in India: Bengaluru, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Delhi and Noida. Bengaluru is called as Silicon Valley of India. Mysore, Mangalore, Udupi and Hubballi are the other centre where software are established in Karnataka. Software has become important item of export in India and earns a large amount of foreign exchange for the country. Today's assignment: what are the factors influencing the location of an industry? So, write these points in this question: availability of raw material, power, transport, communication, market facility, capital, labor, water supply, ideal climate and government policy. Why is iron and steel industry called a basic industry? You have to give the reason for it, because most of other industries like engineering, locomotive, machine tools, automobiles, agriculture equipment, etc. depend on raw material by it. The next question: what are the uses of aluminium? You have to mention the aluminium is used for manufacture of aeroplane, automobiles, railways, ships, household appliance, electrical cables, packing material, paint, etc. Next question: why is Mumbai called the Manchester of India? Manchester is in England, is known for cotton textile mills. In India, Mumbai is a center of cotton textile industry and has number of cotton mills. It is because of this Mumbai called Manchester of India or Cottonopolis. Which area the raw material are used in paper industry? The paper industry is forest-based industry. The raw material used in the industry are softwood, grass. Due to the lack of forest-based raw material, straw of paddy, wheat, bagasse, rats are being used in the raw material. What are the knowledge-based industry? The term knowledge-based industry refer to those industries that are relatively intensive in their inputs of technology and human knowledge. They require intellectual capabilities rather than physical inputs and raw material. So these are the questions have to be written in today's assignment. Thank you, children. We'll meet in the next class with a new lesson.